Clarity doesn't disappear under pressure. It gets overridden. Most people think they're stuck because they don't have enough motivation, or enough clarity, or the right plan. That's rarely the issue. More often, people are exhausted because they're holding back power they already have. Not consciously, systemically. Momentum isn't something you generate, it's something you release. Typically, it's treated like fuel, like something you have to build up before you're allowed to move. But if that were true, the most prepared people would feel the most energized, and they don't. What I see instead, especially with leaders, coaches, and high performers, is a system working very hard internally without transferring that energy into motion. Nothing's broken, nothing's missing, but very little is moving. Imagine you're driving a stick. The engine is running at a high RPM. The system's on, the power is being generated, everything is working, but one foot's still on the clutch. So the engine is working, heat is building, and virtually no power is reaching the wheels. That's what endless preparation feels like. It isn't laziness, it isn't incompetence, and it usually isn't fear. It's an internal signal conflict. This pattern shows up most often in people who care deeply, people who want to be responsible, thoughtful, aligned. Preparation becomes a form of self-management. As long as you're refining, you're still responsible. As long as you're planning, you haven't failed. As long as you're adjusting, you don't have to commit. At a certain point, preparation stops serving the work and simply starts regulating the nervous system. It feels productive. It feels safe. But it quietly disconnects power from action. Momentum doesn't come from confidence. It comes from coherence. Coherence is the moment the clutch comes all the way off the floor. Not because the road is perfect, not because fear is gone, but because one clear direction is allowed to carry weight. That's the shift. No more effort, no better thinking, no other layer of preparation, just removal of internal contradictions. Once power transfers, something interesting happens. Effort drops. Feedback replaces imagination. Energy starts circulating again. Not because life gets easier, but because it gets real. Movement clarifies what thinking never could. If you're feeling tired without moving forward, this is worth noticing. Are you actually lacking power, or are you still holding part of it back? This isn't a problem to fix, it's a pattern to recognize. Momentum doesn't need to be forced, it needs to be allowed. That's the work.